Right, so Bengal and graft have become synonymous. In another series of the raids, the ED has seized over rupees 17 crores in cash from a local businessman in Kolkata. The ED raids were conducted at 6 different locations in Kolkata in connection with the probe into a mobile application that allegedly cheated investors of their money. The Kolkata-based gaming company was launched by Aamir Khan, who is a local resident, and the raids were conducted under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Now, the ED is focusing on a possible money laundering angle as well. So that's the latest that we are tracking from Kolkata for you, wherein these raids were conducted at six locations, and the ED is now looking into a money laundering angle. Well, as far as this company is concerned, this is a gaming company which is currently under scanner, and it is owned by a local resident who has been identified as Aamir Khan, and these raids were conducted under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Let me go across to my colleague Bhavatosh for more inputs on the story. Bhavatosh, first of all, take us through all the detail as far as these ED raids are concerned.
Well, in fact, the raids which started early in the morning got over at around 11 in the night, and then the tabulation of the cash was done by the Enforcement Directorate. It's being said that the cash that has been seized is over 17 crore rupees. The exact figure is 17.32 crore rupees. And this huge amount of cash that has been seized from this residence what they are saying that it could not belong to this individual who is a suspect in a gaming case or a money laundering case revolving around a gaming app case. They suspect that this person was holding this cash on behalf of someone else. Who actually owns this cash is something that Enforcement Directorate and other law enforcing agencies will probe in days to come. Remember, the Enforcement Directorate had taken cognizance of a few FIRs that were filed by the Kolkata police in a matter pertaining to duping of individual in a gaming application case or in a mobile fraud case, and then subsequently investigation started in this case. Now, yesterday when they carried out raids and searches in an area that falls under the Garden Reach jurisdiction, in Garden Reach jurisdiction, then they found some amount of cash in one of the rooms, and when they started carrying out raids and searches, this huge amount of cash was found, and they had to then call paramilitary forces along with the bank official, and then the tabulation of cash started happening. Initially, when we broke the story, it was around 7 crore rupees, and then at 6 in the evening yesterday, it was around 15 crore rupees, and then the figure just kept on growing. That's what the Enforcement Directorate suspect, that this money actually is a Hawala money, and this person was basically holding this cash on a basis of commission. The commission could anywhere between 2% to 4%, and that's what they are suspecting, that this money actually is a Hawala money, and he was holding on behalf of someone else, and that's the reason why they are now looking for Aamir Khan, who is now a person of interest as far as Enforcement Directorate is concerned. He's on run, his phones are switched off. He is in fact wanted in a case of gaming app, but actually this money, the visuals of which we are playing on screen, actually belongs to someone else, and that's why this case has now become much bigger than what Enforcement Directorate was initially looking at.
And also, Bhavatosh, are some of the political links of the gaming app operator are also under scanner?
Yes, obviously, this person could not have carried out this scam unless he had political links, and that's what the Enforcement Directorate is looking at probably. What they suspect is that there is obviously a money laundering aspect to this case. This huge amount of cash must have been hoarded on behalf of someone else. Remember, Hawala operations, generally in Hawala operation, a commission of 1 to 2% or 4% is taken, and after detecting that commission of 2%, the money is then laundered, or money is then transferred, and that actually happened. ED had a tip off that this cash was being kept here, and then money was being transferred, and when they carried out raids and searches, this cash was found in one room. Actually, this cash was kept hidden under one of the beds, and then they carried out raids and searches, and then a cupboard, in one of the cupboards, cash was kept, and this cash was in denomination of 500 rupees and in 2,000 rupees. What ED is looking at the possibility of someone else owning up this cash. Aamir Khan, the person who actually is accused in a case of a gaming app in which Kolkata police was in fact was looking him, has to also explain why Aamir Khan has not been arrested in that case. But ED is looking him in a case of money laundering, but they also suspect that he actually does not own this cash. He has no idea as to who actually owns this cash, but he at least has some idea that on behalf of someone he had kept this cash. Whether it belongs to a person, someone from a political class or someone, a businessman, is something that will be known only when Aamir is taken into custody.
And any information on what exactly was the role of this gaming company in this entire case?
Well, as far as the mobile phone fraud case is concerned, this application was developed sometime in 2020. Individuals were told to make a small amount of payment, and then once they made a small amount of payment, a cash, some kind of commission was given to them, and then they were told to keep the money in a wallet. The more the money you keep in the wallet, the higher the commission you are given. But this was a small amount of money, anywhere between 5,000 to 10,000 rupees. What is baffled Enforcement Directorate is that even if you tabulate the entire money between 5,000 to 10,000 rupees, and if 1,000 to 2,000 people were duped, this amount of money between 17,000 to 17 crores to 18 crore rupees could not have been gathered by the prime accused in this case. Look, also the possibility is that you are talking about a colony which is in a middle class colony where such huge amount of cash cannot be kept. The possibility here is a Hawala operation that was being run from this particular locality, and that's what the Enforcement Directorate is looking. That this is a Hawala operation, that Hawala operation was being run. On whose behalf Aamir Khan was keeping this cash is something that will be known in days to come.
All right, Bhavatosh, stay with us. I'll come back to you as we are getting some more updates over the broadcast in another case. Well, a fresh action by CBI in cattle smuggling case. The Central Probe Agency has seized FDs of Anubrata's relatives. Anubrata Mandal's daughter Sukanya's fixed deposits worth rupees 1.3 crores have been seized. Remember earlier, CBI had seized FDs worth rupees 16.79 crores, wherein Enamul Haq's land deeds were also seized, and 7 banks have informed about 18 accounts which could be of Mandal's aid. And also we're learning that 2015 to 2019 transactions are currently under the lens. Let me rope in Bhavatosh back on this. Bhavatosh, now as far as cattle smuggling case is concerned, there have been some more seizures which have been made by the ED. First of all, take us through all those details.
Well, more trouble for Anubrata Mandal, and it appears that as far as CBI is concerned, they suspect that Anubrata Mandal was running a racket of providing patronage as well as protection to individuals who were running the cattle smuggling case. And in a fresh development 2 days back, one of the fixed deposits of his daughter Sukanya was in fact seized. This was around 1.2 crore rupees of fixed deposit. Remember, when Anubrata Mandal was arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation, fixed deposit worth 16.79 crore rupees of his and of that of his family member and close aides were seized by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Also, that has been seized is the land deeds worth 1.79 crore rupees of Enamul Haq. Now, Enamul Haq is a person of interest both for CBI as well as for Enforcement Directorate, primarily because he is a person who was in fact keeping several CRPF personnel on his payroll. He was running the entire cattle smuggling racket till he was in fact named by the CBI in its FIR, and then subsequently he was arrested both by the CBI as well as Enforcement Directorate. Another development that has taken place, Shivya, is the fact that CBI has written to 7 banks asking for details of 18 bank accounts which were in fact carrying out suspicious financial transactions directly or indirectly on behalf of Anubrata Mandal. So fast-paced developments are happening not only in the cattle smuggling case, but also in a case where 17.32 crore rupees was recovered from a residential premises in Kolkata.